from a tender age and we not even notice because we say, all right, a girl cannot come in your yard and she leave and then nothing happen. It's like, dude, yeah, waste of time. All right, so I think we have our female guest online. Hello, good night. Hello. Hi,
Yes.
how are you doing tonight? All right, so welcome to Independent Thinkers, right? I'm your host, SP, and of course, you have Morgan. So, we're talking about the whole rape culture and the whole rapeable culture in Jamaica, as Jamaican men seem to normalize rape. I would like to hear your opinion as a young lady living in Jamaica. Have you ever experienced such a rapeable culture, or with some Jamaican men with a small rape? Have you ever experienced a situation like that where a young man invite you over to his house and you said, hey, that naga happen, man? Him lock the door, him try to squeeze up your hand, him say you have to run it before you leave, or the whole regular thing that some Jamaican men, not all, some Jamaican men do. Have you experienced such a thing? And what did you do?
Well, I have experienced a few situations where someone was, as you explained, basically invited you over and then they were probably forcing you to stay or suggesting, but basically suggesting, of course, that they want to do something sexual and you sometimes using and them being a little bit more for the thing is that to get to the root of it, you say that it's raping. A lot of Jamaican men don't view it as that. And I think it has to do with the whole persons or men just there's this culture that men should just it's okay to approach women with certain things. And so do say to a guy, as you explained, going to his house, locking the door, and you're refusing him sex, it's like, but you know what you came here for. So if you did, then what's up? What you're not resisting. Of course you want it. That's the reason why you came here. Because most of those times when that does happen, you might have to be a little bit firm and let that person seriously know that, look here, I want this right now, open the door, or I want to leave, because this does take place in different contexts. It doesn't have to be at a house. It can also be in a vehicle that you're out with somebody and you're like, okay, but I'm not, you're going back to my place, and you're like, no, I wanted to go home. The date has ended and I wish to. So as I said, you just have to be a little bit more, women be a little bit more firm, but men also need to understand that no means no, regardless. It was discussed initially at that point when the person no, it means no.
So, all
I
right.
have a question. I have a question I want to ask, right? As a female, if you go to a gentleman's yard or his house, right? Do you have it in the back of your mind that there's a possibility that he wants to have sex, or you go there with the idea that he just wants to hang out? What is it for females? If a man said to you, hey, let's go to my house and chill, and you're like, okay, sure, no problem. Do you go there with the intention that maybe this man wants to have sex, or you think that he just really wants to chill?
Well, it depends what was discussed prior, because you might have a situation where you were talking with or whatever and sexually related. So invite you to his house, in the back of your mind he does want to have sex. But then sometimes more manipulative in terms of saying, I just want us to sit and watch a movie. You've never done anything sexually related with this person before. So you're not expecting when this person now probably sits on the couch watching a movie, he starts to move closer to you, he's touching you, and you're like, aren't we just friends? Aren't we just chilling? No, all of a sudden we are at this point. So it's not always a
I
case where you.
so so you would agree with me when I said that some Jamaican men do not understand what rape is, because some men will think that if you don't hold her with a gun or a cutlass or a knife, it's not rape. If you lock her up in the house and you bust off her pants and you get through, that's not rape. She just bad up the thing and she get through. So would you agree with me that a lot of Jamaican can't distinguish between what is rape and what is not, and what is
I,
consensual? And then
I
and then
think
the next
that.
guy told me one
Mhm.
time that, hey, go ahead, go ahead.
No, I was going to add that not Jamaican men most Jamaican men don't understand. is not just rape, but just harassment, anything in regards to that.
Oh, so you said they don't even understand the difference with sexual harassment,
No,
which is true. And you just said that have something to do with culture.
I would definitely say it's cultural. I
All right, so
all part of being masculine and dominating. And I guess some men think, hey, like women are fat and ongoing, there is nothing definitely to punish you. If is it that you, for instance, sexually harass something, what will you do as a female?
all right. So going forward, how you think we can address this rapeable culture that's in Jamaica? What are some of the steps that can be taken, not only from a legislative point of view, but from the regular Joe like me and Morgan? What can we do to spread light on the situation?
I think